Hey, what's up guys? This is Halfway, broadcasting from around the world in phenomenal Pen, Cambodia. This video though is actually going to have absolutely nothing to do with Cambodia or Phnom Penh or traveling or anything. So if you're looking for information about Cambodia, I have a lot of videos on that. Go through and go back and look at my other videos. This one though has nothing to do with being in Cambodia or Phnom Penh. We're actually going to be talking today a little bit about one aspect of religion. Now, I've spoken a couple times about on this channel that I'm not very much a religious person. I would classify myself as an agnostic. I think some people would say I'm an agnostic atheist, depending on how you verify these terms. But essentially, my viewpoint on the matter is that I honestly don't know the answer to the question of, is there a creator of the universe, or is there some deity or God that controls the universe and put everything in motion and created everything, or not. There's no way for me to know that. So I just have to look at the evidences that I can see in the natural world, as well as information and data that other people have put together, because I don't have the expertise nor the time to go out and do scientific experiments and find out the origins of the universe. With all the information that I've gained, I think it's highly unlikely, it's incredibly unlikely that there is some form of entity that created the universe. However, I'll also say that I don't know. Anybody that says they do know one way or the other, whether it's an atheist says that I know 100% that there is nothing that created the universe, or if it's a religious person that says I know 100% that something created the universe, that my God created the universe, they're both wrong, they're both incorrect. We don't have enough information on either side to 100% know whether something created the universe or not. So those are both fallacies, they're both incorrect. Either side that says they know 100% are wrong. You could say you 100% believe, or you 100% have faith based on whatever reasons. You can say that, and you could honestly be true. You could honestly 100% believe something. I could, 100% believe there's a dragon outside the room right now. I could honestly 100% believe it. It doesn't mean it's there, but I can honestly 100% believe it. I can't 100% know whether there's a dragon outside the room. I could look at the evidence around me and say, I think it's incredibly unlikely, and I'll give it a 0.0000001% chance there's a dragon outside the room. But I can't know for a fact without actually knowing that it's there. So what I want to talk about is actually, start this again. What I want to talk about is one of the biggest arguments that I hear. You can start this probably anywhere. But one of the biggest things that I hear is atheists or people who don't believe in a creation story will, say that, or creationists will say that if, what created everything, kind of. So, for example, if we have this fan, creationists is going to say, well, something had to create that fan, and something had to create the thing that created the fan, and essentially all the way to the universe. Something had to create the universe. And then, of course, the atheistic argument to that generally is, well, then what created this God that you're speaking of? And then their rebuttal is, God doesn't need a creator. But I think that actually that argument would work better on the atheistic side of things, or the non-creationist side of things. So if we look at what we call, scientifically, I think most people accept the Big Bang. I personally, look at that agnostically or gnostically. I think it's likely that the evidence that we have, and probably there was a Big Bang, but I don't know, again. And I think it's, I give it, maybe it's like a 70% chance that that's true, but I really don't know. But I think it's the accepted format scientifically, generally, that there was some Big Bang. And then from there, time and matter and energy all started and went, in time. So now we are very subjective to this flow of time. Usually for us, we think that, time flows in the direction of, 1 second per second into the future. And that's kind of how we look at it. So let's come back to that in a second. Also, I think most people on all sides of the argument will agree that the laws or the rules of thermodynamics are pretty accurate. So our first rule of thermodynamics states that in a closed system, matter and energy can't be destroyed or created. They can only be changed. So matter can change into energy, energy can change into matter, different molecules can change into different things, but the sum and energy and mass of everything will always exist. And I think that for most people that's actually not that hard to grasp. So if we look at something like this fan over here, We can say, we have this fan, and eventually in time, as time goes on, hundreds of years, thousands of years, millions of years, this fan might change. The plastic might degrade and turn into something, the molecules might turn into other molecules, maybe parts of it will touch some antimatter and annihilate and just turn into pure energy. But whatever, the sum, the total amount of energy and matter of this fan will always exist in the universe for all of eternity into the future, right? And I think most people don't have that much trouble grasping that. We can imagine the future going on forever, and this thing in some form, all of the parts of it still going on with it. But we have trouble imagining things going the opposite way. I think a lot of people can't imagine things going in time the other way. So again, we have our subjective lives. We have a birth of what we call us, right? We have this birth, and it's like a ray. So it starts at a point and then goes out, right? I guess we have the line segment as we die, but whatever. The same kind of thing. So we very much, we're so used to something having a beginning and then going forward from there. So it's hard for us to grasp things before a beginning. But just as the particles and the matter of this fan and the energy of this fan can go on forever, there's no reason why that before this point, all of the particles and the matter and the energy of that fan were also in existence. I think an eternal universe, a universe that is infinite and always has been, I don't think it's that hard to understand. I think at first when you think about it, because we're so used to everything having a beginning, everything in our everyday lives has a beginning. You have to make something before it becomes something. You have to make a car before it's a car. You have to make this marker before it's a marker. But the totality of everything, I think we have trouble grasping that it could have just been here forever. And for me personally, I don't see any reason why this fan at some point, or the things that make up that fan, had to have actually been created. There's no reason that I believe that all of what that fan is, all the energy and the matter in that fan, could have always been here for all of eternity before our existence, just like it'll be here forever after our existence. I think people grasp this side, but not this side. Again, because subjectively it's hard, because in our short existence on Earth, we have this view that, we start and then we end. We have a beginning, we have an ending. But I don't think that it has to be that way. So that's just like my first, thought about this. I think it's like a good place to start. If you guys have any, counters to what I'm saying, or if what I'm saying makes no sense, or if you agree, or if you want to extrapolate on that, in the comments, let me know. Or if there's anything else you want me to roll off of this, maybe I can make another video talking about this a little bit more. All right, guys. Also, don't forget to check out my Cambodia videos, of course, and also don't forget on the 13th of May, 2018, we're starting our first Khmer classes, so be sure to check that out. All right, guys. All my information will be in the description for the video. Peace, guys.